All right, wonderful people, lovers of freedom. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to each and every one of you. Welcome back to Let's Talk TV, your one and only YouTube platform where they give a back-to-back update on how things they be, on how things they share for Biafra land and beyond. If you're joining us for the first time, remember to subscribe and turn on your notifications too. Also remember to like and share this broadcast as it is hot. Okay, my wonderful people, as it dey hot well now, so we go this give them straight to now. And the latest one be say yes, Asari Dokubo. Wait till they get be say Asari Dokubo. He don't reach the end of the road for Asari Dokubo, as we are getting the news right now that he's very sick in China. Fulani bag Ndibo for peace. Yes, my people, that is what we are getting at the moment. Asari Dokubo is currently not there, and my people, at this point, you would see that it might be the end of the road for Asari Dokubo, as what we are getting is that he might not, the possibility of him surviving is not there. But then it is very slim. It is very slim that he might not survive. Asari Dokubo is one person that every single one of us knows that has been a very full supporter of anything, or that someone that does not support rather the Biafra referendum or the Biafra movement. And my people, if he does not survive, or the kind of things that have been happening to him recently just shows that karma is real and Chukwu Okike is truly on our side, because I do not imagine how this particular man has vowed to always talk bad about Igbo, or go against anything that looks like Igbo people are in. And it is looking really tough for him. He is currently in China, and at the moment it is looking very bad, and that is what we are getting at the moment. It might be the time when it might be the unexpected might actually happen, but then we never know. But then it just lets you understand how the people and how people would surely face their doom when they mistake, and when they make the mistake of going against the Biafra forces, when they make the mistake of going against the Biafra movement. Everything that we do, it is not a joke. It is ordained. It is something that is supposed to be. The PMBRGIE is a man that has been doing wonderfully. And this man would wake up one day and open his phone camera and decide to say and record a whole lot of things against him. And at this time, at times, the PM would reply him. At times, the PM would not. But then it is always back to back, one way or another. Now he is facing a whole lot of things that could end his life, even at the moment where he is still facing people that still want him dead, people that are still gunning at him. At the moment, it is going to be very terrible for him, because he is health-wise, he's not okay, and then even physically and otherwise, and the rest of it, even in security-wise, he is not sure of himself, because people are coming for him. He is now a full-time target, and if care is not taken, he is not going to make it. And that is the truth of the matter. This particular man, Asari Dokubo, has caused a whole lot of havoc. But then let us also be reminded that we ourselves, we Biafran, need to keep doing the needful, need to keep going hard on everything we've ever worked for, and not end up being connived by the Nigerian government or the Islamic State or whatever it is. Because if you end up in that particular lane, then you would end up in a very bad state. You would end up in a worse state than you would ever imagine that you would be. Go and ask those that turned around and started working against us. They wish they never even joined us at first, especially starting from those sabos that tried to sell or that sold Mazen and Kano out, to every single person that has turned around to misbehave on every ground or sold themselves because of greed or money that they were offered. Or every single one of them, they are regretting it at the moment. They are regretting every single one of their actions right now. And it is something that if you were to think about, you would find out that it is something that would happen to anybody that goes against what we are heading for, any single thing that we've decided to do for ourselves. My people, it is what we need to do. These are the things that we are destined for. We are destined for greatness. We are destined for great things. And that is the only reason why things are working one way or another in our favor. And I believe every other nation knows this, especially these Nigerian states. They have come to understand that Biafra would be great, and Biafra would stand without them. With our own resources, we'll be able to be one of the greatest nations ever. And they've decided to exploit that without us. And we are going to fight tooth and nail to make sure that we get to where we need to be. And that's the truth of the matter. Let us just have it in mind that allowed to they say they should give Fulanis a part of their land in every single state. For what reason? For what reason? What happened to the lands in their place? Is their place not enough for them to graze their cows? Why are they coming into our land? If it's not for a takeover, I don't know what else it is. Because right from time, I believe what these people have always wanted is to take over our land. Because you enter the streets of Owerri, you enter the streets of Anambra, you enter the streets of Ohafia, Igbo land, you'd see Hausa people, mosques built everywhere. And these people are able to like wake up one day, enter there, do whatever they want. The places where they are mosque or where they pray to their Lord on Fridays are being filled or is being filled with all these Hausa and Yoruba Muslims, covering the roads, blocking the roads, stopping movement because of the fact that they are praying to their God. You don't try that in their rural areas. You don't try that in their place in the north. They will take you down. They are not in support of anything Christian, and if you are a Christian in that place, which means you are hiding as a Christian. But then they come into our place and we give them that accommodation of, hey, the peace we have here and how we would always want to accommodate them in anything they do. And this has given them the morale to feel like they can take over or do whatever it is. Go to people's universities, you see these people there. You see that they are now the ones riding bikes, and these are all steps these people have taken towards taking charge of the Igbo land. And it is very heartbreaking and very bad that these are the things that are happening. You see that in every state, one way or another, especially in Owerri, there is an Amawusa. That place that they call Amawusa, that is where it's as if they've been given that place. I don't believe anywhere in Biafra land these people should be allowed or given a place where they can stay. Because their mission is to take over, encroach and take over, give birth, have lots of children wherever they are. They do not even care. They breed their young ones anywhere they find themselves, and they come out and beg, and that is how they live their lives. And so these are, you feel that they are just people that are begging. It's a lie. These are things that they use to encroach into the land they want to convert and they want to take over. And that is why we need to be alert as Ndi Igbo. We need to really be at alert to make sure that these things don't affect us. These things don't find us one day and end us. Because that is what it's aiming for. That is what this whole mission is aiming for. To cleanse Ndi Igbo. But of course, we are not supposed to allow that to happen to us. We are not going to let that kind of thing happen to us because we are Ndi Igbo. And we expect, this is our land. This is Biafra land. The fact that these people have rejected giving us our land, or they've rejected giving us our referendum so for us to stay on our own, does not mean we'll allow people to encroach into it. And thank God for PM Mazi Simon Ekpa, that has decided, that have taken it up to his head, that has carried it on his head to make sure that the movement is not forgotten. The movement is carried up. The referendum is not a mission to be given up on. And that is why a whole lot of things are happening right now, because of the movement that has not been given up by people that have dedicated their lives to fighting for freedom. And so, my people, if you think that maybe you are not in support of Biafra, that is fine. Finally, when we get it, you can stay with them. You can stay with people that are ready to oppress you till death, that are ready to shoot you if you mess up, that are not even in support of Christianity. The only thing they want you to worship is that their God, which is the Muslim, which is their Allah. And then you would understand that there is no place that is better than where you are coming from. Yes, and that is the truth. People always wake up and say a whole lot of things concerning how we cannot stay on our own, or how we cannot live on our own. But then we've been able to live with people that are not interested in our progress. They are not interested in anything we hold dear. They've only ever wanted our failure. They've only ever wanted anything that will bring us down. That is what these people have always wanted right from time. And the earlier we get that into our skull, the better for us. They are not interested in us. They're not interested in us making it in any way. They've always wanted to take over. They've always wanted to have access, benefits from all our businesses and things like that. And that is one of the reasons they've decided not to let us go. But then we are not backing down on anything that concerns the Biafra movement. And so, my people, this is where we come to the end of this particular broadcast. Thank you for joining us. Remember to subscribe and turn on your notifications too. Thank you.